What's going on, everyone? It's time for another horror thriller film review. Today, we're actually going to close off the Final Destination franchise, at least for now, till the sixth one comes out. But yeah, we're going to talk about Final Destination 5. Released by New Line Cinema, August 4th, 2011. It was written by Eric Essler, produced by Craig Perry and Warren Zide, and it was directed by Stephen Rowell, who also did Into the Storm, Renegades, Aliens of the Deep, and Alphas. It's at a box office earnings of $157.9 million. So, yeah, Final Destination 5. Well, uh, like, some college kids go on a trip with their teacher, and one of them has a premonition of one of a bridge like collapsing and everyone dying in it, just like a standard Final Destination form. And then obviously they cheated death, so that's coming back for them in different ways, and they gotta see what happens. Stuff. Tony Todd makes an appearance in this. He's the Grim Reaper guy who basically explains what's going on to the audience. Like he's done in three. This is the third time in the franchise he's done that, and yeah. So and it just basically runs the same cliches and stuff like that as the other Final Destinations, but this one does it in a more stylized form. Some of the deaths are very gruesome and stuff. There's the cheerleader death, and yeah, and the way she like collapses and goes, it looks brutal and stuff. There's a lot of good fake outs in this one too, which you didn't see as much. And then there's also my favorite death in the movie, which is the girl going in for laser eye surgery and it cuts more than just her eye and stuff, all because of a teddy bear. And then she ends up running out the window and stuff. A lot of fun stuff in this one. The deaths are actually pretty creative in this one, where in the last one is pretty mundane and just dull. This one was actually, they amped it up a lot more. The characters are pretty similar to every character in the franchise, but they do a good job at linking all of them together in this one, which I thought was very clever. And how they try to make it even more of like an expanded the universe a bit and do things that way. And it's neat because they piece some of the survivors from the third film are in this one. There's nods to the second one and encapsulate all to the first one, and overall it's a very well crafted film. I was actually pretty impressed with it to be honest. And to add icing on the cake, they basically just put a montage of all the deaths during the credits and stuff of the whole franchise. Overall, this film was actually a lot of fun. It is pretty standard of the Final Destination franchise. Nothing really new besides linking them together and expanding some of the deaths. Some of the deaths were a little tame and weird, dull, but for the most part, this one was a lot more entertaining than the other one, and it was better. It's still not on par with the first three, but it's still an amusing one. And that looked realistic. The special effects are good, cinematography's good, the acting's not too bad, and there's some recognizable faces in it. So yeah, overall, Final Destination 5 was a surprisingly decent film. So I'm gonna give it a 3.5 out of 5. So yeah, but if you want to check it out or if you want to relive it, I'll link the trailer down below at least so you can check that out. I'm not sure where you can find it right now, but yeah. And make sure you check out my Instagram. That's linked down below. That's where I post clips of films and review in the future. All my stories, the film title, hashtag assumption on film, and hashtag so you're aware of it. Also, my letterbox down below, Derek P Reviews. That's where I post my first star rating right after watching the films. And my Twitter's down below at reviews_Derek. So follow me on those platforms, stay in the loop with this channel, like this video, share it to more people aware of it, comment your opinions of the film down below, and let me know what your favorite Final Destination film is in the franchise. Also, if you have any films or film franchise in any genre and on any streaming service that you want to hear my opinions on in the future, comment those down below too. I'll try my best to get to them as soon as I can, and if I can find them. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully find something weird, obscure, and odd that you probably never thought of checking out together. And also so you hear my opinions on popular films that have come out, classic films, and reviews on other things as well. And don't forget to ring that bell because we're finally going to go back to the Resident Evil films. We're going to talk about Resident Evil Damnation. So make sure you tune in for that. Another animated Resident Evil film to talk about. So make sure you tune in for that. And watch out for death. Always finding creative ways to kill us off because you never know when that's going to happen. I guess I'll see you all in the next review. So until then, cheers!